Hi class, today is Wednesday, September 2nd, and today in social studies we're going to be reviewing some map skills that we've started learning this week. So we've talked about a compass rose. Today we're going to practice actually using a compass rose. We're also going to look at what a key or legend is. So make sure you have your science and social studies notebook out and a pencil to take notes as you're following along today. Okay, so the first thing I want you to add in your notebook is the definition of a key. Sometimes we also call it a legend. A key is a list or a chart that explains the symbols that are being used on a map. Okay, so here's the definition right here that you can pause the video and copy down if you need more time. Okay, it's a list or chart that explains the symbols that are used on a map. So on this map, the key is right here. See, it's talking about agricultural products that are being used in Hawaii. So what you're seeing is a map of Hawaii. It's got several islands, and we're going to look at the symbols and see what type of agricultural products are being used in Hawaii. Now, you also will hear of a key or a legend being used in math. What we use them for in math is different types of graphs. So you will also use a key in math. So let's go ahead and start looking at some of these questions so we can practice using a key. Number 1 says, on which island can you find a nursery? So we need to look back in our key and find what the symbol for a nursery is. I see here that a nursery has 2 trees. So which island can we find a nursery? Well, there's no trees here or here. So I keep looking and I see trees over here on the island of Hawaii. Okay, so right now you don't need to be writing anything. After you've written that definition, you can just be following along and listening carefully. Okay, number 2. Which agricultural product can be found on Kauai, Oahu, Molokai, Lanai, and Maui? Okay, so we're looking for a picture that's found on all of these islands. Okay. So here's Maui, Lanai, Molokai, Oahu, and Kauai. Those are the ones that we're looking for. And what do you notice they all have in common? Let me erase some of these lines. What do they all have on them? Well, here, this little one, the only thing they have on it is a pineapple. So the pineapple stands for pineapples. And I can see there is a pineapple on every single one of those other islands. Okay, so we would say pineapples. Okay, number 3. Which products can you find on the island Molokai? Let me erase all these marks real quick. Molokai. So we want to find that island first. Here it is. And I see this symbol that looks kind of like a bull head. So that over here in my key stands for beef. Okay, the next symbol, a pineapple, which we already know stands for pineapples. And the last one, this little thing that almost looks like a corn on the cob, is actually sugar cane. So we're going to put sugar cane. Now, if you want to go ahead and pause the video and try numbers 4 and 5 on your own, go ahead and do that now. And when you unpause, you'll see what your answer is and if you got it correct. Okay, so number 4 says, which agricultural products can be found on the island of Hawaii? So first we need to find Hawaii. Here's Hawaii. And it's got a lot of things. So we need to look at what all of these symbols mean. I see they have trees. So let's go over to our key, and I see that a tree stands for a nursery. A nursery is where plants and trees are sold, among other things, but mainly plants and trees. Nursery, and then we have this picture again, which stands for sugarcane. Okay, and now we have this symbol, which stands for macadamia nuts. I'm just going to put mac nuts, just for the sake of this video being cut shorter, and the writing with the mouse, as you can see, is not so neat. So I'm just going to abbreviate for now. The next one, I see this bullhead again, so we look over just to double check, and it is beef. Okay, now we got this little symbol. So I look over at my key, it stands for fruits. So Hawaii has fruit on their island. Okay, and the last one is this little group of nuts, it looks like, but it's actually coffee beans. Okay, I hope you got that answer correct. Now the last one says, on which island can you find sugar cane? So we need to go into our key and look and see what the symbol for sugarcane is. So I see sugarcane is this little symbol. And now I'm going to go through each island on the map and see which islands have sugarcane. So already I can see Hawaii does. Maui. There's another little sugar cane that is on Molokai. And nothing on this island. And none here. So that is it, those 3. Alright, so that's it for a key or legend. Make sure you know what that means, because you will need to use a key or a legend later on in the school year. So just remember that a key is all the symbols and what they mean on a map, okay? Okay, so now we're going to practice using a compass rose. Earlier this week you guys got to make a compass rose. So now we're going to practice using one. So here we find our compass rose. Can you find the key or legend? Here it is. So there's what all of these symbols mean. We will need to know what those symbols mean because we are going to have to draw them for our assignment today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you started on how to do this assignment, and then you're going to complete the rest in Seesaw. Okay? So let's start with number 1. It says draw a playground south of Elm Street and west of Birch Drive. Okay? So first let's find the symbol for playground. It's like a swing. That's what we're going to have to draw. And then we're going to go and see where we need to draw it. So it says south of Elm Street. Okay? South of Elm Street means I need to go below it. okay? Because south means you're going down when we're drawing it on a picture. So I find Elm Street, and I know I need to be below Elm Street. I'm not going to draw it yet because there was a second part. It also said west of Birch Street. So I want to make sure I am south of Elm Street, but west of Birch Drive. So I look at my compass rose. I see that west means I need to be over on the left side. So can I draw it over here? Is that west of Birch Drive? No, that would be east. So we need to make sure we draw it on the left side of Birch Drive. So we could draw it anywhere over here as long as it's to the west of Birch Drive and south of Elm Street. Okay? Number 2. Now we're going to draw a post office west of Willow Road and east of Birch Drive. Okay? So let's find the picture we need to draw a post office. So I'm going to have to draw this little envelope. If you have a hard time drawing in Seesaw, then you can just type the name post office so you don't have to draw the pictures. Okay, either one will work, but they have to be in the right place. Okay, west of Willow Road. So let's find Willow Road. Here's Willow Road. And west means I need to be to the left side of that road. Okay, so somewhere over here. But I'm not going to draw it yet because I also need to make sure that it is east of Birch Drive. Well, here is Birch Drive. East means it needs to be to the right of Birch Drive. So over here. So as long as we're in between these two streets, we're going to be west of Willow Road and east of Birch Drive. Okay, so now we can draw our envelope symbol somewhere in here. Okay, number 3. Draw a hospital east of Oak Court. There's only one direction this time, so that's going to be a little bit easier. Hospital means I need to draw this symbol that looks kind of like a cross or a plus sign. And I'm going to go east of Oak Court. So now I need to find Oak Court. And I need to be to the east of it. So if I'm going east, that means I need to go to the right. Okay, so a hospital east of Oak Court. Does it have to be right here? No. Can it be way over here? Yes, because both of these are east. As long as you're anywhere over to this side, you are going to be east of Oak Court. So let's go ahead and draw our symbol. I'm just going to go ahead and put it right here. Okay, last one that we're going to do together, and then you guys are going to try the rest on your own. So the next one, number 4, we're going to draw a police station southwest of the hospital. So police station means I need to draw this symbol, a star with a P inside. Okay, now we need to make sure we draw it southwest of the hospital we just drew. So here's my hospital. And I need to be southwest. So let's look at our compass rose. Here is southwest. So that means if this is where the hospital is in the center of my compass rose, I need to go down and to the left to draw my police station. So I'm going to go a little bit down and to the left, and I'm going to draw my star. You guys can also use the symbols or shapes tool in Seesaw. as long as you're able to draw on top of it. Like if you put a star symbol or shape in there, make sure you're able to put the P on top of it. Okay, so there is my police station. I am south and west of the hospital. Okay guys, so now on your assignment, I want you to go ahead and try 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can draw the pictures like you saw me do here, or you may type in the words using the text box tool.